Hello everyone, welcome back to another A Beginner's Guide 2. This time we're looking at Pikachu EX. Now, I know what you're thinking. Streamer? This isn't the lost list. What the hell? I'm going to tell you right now. You aren't getting a that's easy to say. You aren't getting a lost list from me because I don't like Lost Box. I hate the deck with an absolute passion. So I'm going to talk to you about my preferred list. And if you want to go look at the lost list, there's a million channels that will be doing a better job than me at explaining the Lost Box list. So for now, we're looking at Pikachu EX with Blissey EX. Pikachu EX is a 200 HP electric Pokemon. It is a Terra type. It has the ability Resolute Heart. If this Pokemon has full HP and would be knocked out by damage from an attack, it is not knocked out and its remaining HP becomes 10. That's right, Pikachu's like, not today, bro. It's my turn on the Xbox. It also has the attack Topaz Bolt, 300 damage for a grass, electric, and metal energy. Discard 3 energy from this Pokemon. So it is a huge cost, but it's surprisingly easy to get to. And let's go through how that is. We have Chansey and Blissey EX. Now, important to note, I'm running the 10/10 Chansey with the ability Lucky Bonus. If you took this Pokemon as a face-down prize card during your turn and your bench isn't full, before you put it into your hand, you may put it onto your bench. If you put this Pokemon onto your bench in this way, flip a coin. If heads, take one more prize card. That's right, potentially you could chain together 4 of these and take 5 prize cards, which is kind of insane. But the likelihood is quite low. 110 health is kind of risky, but I think the ability is funny enough to include. I think it's great. Anyway, Blissey EX is a 300 HP colorless Pokemon with the ability Happy Switch. Once during your turn, you may move a basic energy from one of your Pokemon to another of your Pokemon. It's just energy switch on a Pokemon. It also has the attack Return for 183 colorless attack. You may draw cards until you have 6 in your hand. Quite nice, quite handy. As far as support Pokemon are concerned, we have Munkidori with the ability Adrenabrain. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon has any dark energy attached to it, you may move up to 3 damage counters from one of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So that 300 damage from Pikachu, if your opponent hits into you back and doesn't take the knockout, you can use Munkidori to move that 30 back onto them. So theoretically, a Charizard, a Dragapult, a Hydreigon, you haven't quite knocked them out, but they can't knock you out either. You just return the knockout of Munkidori and then potentially swing again with Pikachu. That seems like a 4-prize turn to me. We also have Radiant Greninja with the ability Conceal Cards. You must discard an energy from your hand in order to use this ability. Once during your turn, you may draw 2 cards. And the attack we can't use. So let's talk about how we're going to get some energy, shall we? We've got Arven, 4 of those. Search your deck for an item card and a Pokemon tool card, reveal them, put them into your hand, and then shuffle your deck. We have 3 Iono. Each player shuffles their deck and puts it onto the bottom of their deck. If either player puts any cards on the bottom of their deck in this way, each player draws a card for each of their remaining prize cards. 2 Boss's Orders, switching one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active spot. Very important. You're going to need to pick your knockouts for Pikachu. And Professor Turo Scenario to reset the Pikachu. Put one of your Pokemon in play into your hand, discard all the attached cards. 4 of Ultra Ball. You can use this card only if you discard 2 other cards from your hand. Search your deck for a Pokemon, reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle your deck. The discard is important because of a card we'll talk about in a minute. 3 Nest Balls. Search your deck for a basic Pokemon, put it onto your bench, and then shuffle your deck. We have Arven Vessel. You can use this card only if you discard another card from your hand. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Now, let's talk about energy. Glass Trumpet. You can play this card only if you have any Terra Pokemon in play. That's a Pikachu. Choose up to 2 of your bench colorless Pokemon and attach a basic energy from your discard pile to each of them. So you're looking at your Chanseys and you're going, okay, have a couple of energy. Wait, is that Happy Switch? Happy Switch onto the Pikachu. Manual attach. You're swinging. It's pretty good. It's a great combination. We also have 2 switches, very important because Blissey is a chunky lass and it's a heavy retreat cost. Switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. We have 2 Night Stretchers. Put a Pokemon or basic energy card from your discard pile into your hand. 1 Counter Catcher. You can use this card only if you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent. Switching one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active spot. A-Spec is Precious Trolley. Now, I like this card. It does feel like we only have it because it's new, but we also can't use Battle VIP. Nope, that's old. Buddy Puffin with Chansey for its 110. Same with Munkidori, same with Greninja, same with Pikachu. Search your deck for any number of basic Pokemon and put them onto your bench, and then shuffle your deck. So as long as you've got something in the active, you've got Arven, and you can go Chansey, Munkidori, Radiant Greninja, Pikachu. Something like that. Like, you can fill the bench out and next turn just start popping off. We also have Power Glass, not Power Hourglass, which is one of my favorite ways to say a card ever. At the end of your turn, after your attack, if the Pokemon this card's attached to is in the active spot, you may attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to it. So again, Pikachu's getting rid of that energy. You've got the Power Glass on it. It can put energy straight back on. You've got your manual attach. You've got Glass Trumpet and Happy Switch. You're attacking again next turn. Again, surprisingly easy to attack with Pikachu. Technical Machine Turbo Energize. It gives you access to the attack Turbo Energize for 1 colorless. Search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards and attach them to your bench Pokemon in any way you like, and then shuffle your deck. We have Technical Machine Evolution. Gives you the attack Evolution for 1 colorless. Choose up to 2 of your bench Pokemon. For each of those Pokemon, search your deck for a card that evolves from that Pokemon. Put it onto that Pokemon to evolve it, then shuffle your deck. We've only got Blissey for that, but if you're starting second, Arven, Precious Trolley, you've got the Precious Trolley in Evolution, you've got the Chanseys down, you've evolved up to Blissey, suddenly they're protected because they've got 300 HP. You're in a very good position. We also have the Stadium Gravity Mountain. Each stage 2 in play, both yours and your opponent's gets minus 30 HP. I was like, you can't get the Munkidori going? Oh, that's a shame. Anyway, your Charizard's only got 300 health, now Pikachu's one-shotting it. Seems pretty good to me. And then our energies are 3 electric, 3 grass, 2 dark, and 2 metal. The metal, electric, and grass cover Pikachu. The Munkidori gets the darkness, and Blissey can use any of them. Blissey is actually like a legitimate attacker in this deck. It's a good tank as well, so it's fantastic. Do I have any advice on what cards to change, what cards to add in this deck? Absolutely not. I couldn't tell you what to go for. As far as any counters to anything that you would have to worry about, I can see Pikachu would have an issue with a Mimikyu, for example. Luckily, Chansey, the one running, does hit for 70 damage. It is a 3 cost, but it is doable with Glass Trumpet and etc. The only issue with the deck that I can see, it's very powerful, but the only issue I can see is single prizes are probably an absolute nightmare for this deck. Because you're hitting for 300, so it's extreme overkill most likely on any single prizer, but also you're getting rid of the energy every time you do it. If you're having to attack 6 times with Pikachu, you're probably going to struggle. I think Blissey EX then becomes like your main attacker, which is kind of crazy. But if it works, it works. I mean, if you go like pure Blissey and go, okay, 180 knockout, 180 knockout, they don't quite get the knockout on the 3rd time of asking, and you go Turo and bring up another Blissey, they're in real trouble. So I think it's interesting. But yeah, this is my preferred way of playing Pikachu EX. I don't know if it's the best. Again, I think a lot of people do prefer the Lost Box version, but I don't, so there you go. If you enjoyed today's video, I've been Jester. All my social media links are in the description below. Shout out to the patrons as always. Editor's note to put them in. And hey, there'll be more of these, I'm sure, before long. Surging Sparks has 4 new archetypes. I don't really want to cover any of the others because none of the others have really changed. But I will look at any that come out in the next set. What I'm trying to do with the A Beginner's Guide to now is like look at the new archetypes as they come out. And I think rotation, we'll try and hit on as many as we can as well. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. But for now, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.